Hi, hello, how are you? Good morning, happy Monday. I completely forgot to start this vlog this morning. I was working on the couch earlier, now I'm working from bed that my boyfriend is awake and in the living room. But I wanted to update you guys because I did start The Nature of Witches last night. This cover is gorgeous. I always take the dust jackets off and I love this so much. I got to page 75. I needed to get to page like 112, and that just didn't happen. I was really tired. I felt really tired, but it took me so long to fall asleep, and then I just kept waking up. So today I am exhausted, so I'm working from bed. Oh my god, my camera battery is flashing. I sort of charged it yesterday, but apparently not enough. 75 pages in, really enjoying it. The magic system is really unique. All of the witches are tied to a specific season. They have magic all year long, but they are most powerful in their season. And our main character, Clara, is an Everwitched, which means she's tied to all 4 seasons. And it's the premise of the book is that they go to this school where they work on their powers, and people know about them, the government, and they're meant to help maintain the weather and the climate. But because of all of the advancements that we've done in the last 100 so years, it's really messing with the atmosphere and causing a lot of big weather issues. And the shaders, or just normal people without magic, are the witches will fix it, it'll be fine, they always find a way. And the witches think Clara will fix it, that she should be strong enough to handle it, but she's already killed a few people accidentally, her parents, and her best friend. Her magic, when it gets super strong, it will attach itself to somebody she has an emotional connection with, and it ends up killing them because they are not strong enough to wield her magic. So she's worried about reaching her full potential. She doesn't want to hurt anybody else, and the school hires somebody that she doesn't know in the hopes that because there's no connection between the two of them, him training her won't result in him dying. But I've got a theory that they're gonna fall in love or start to have some sort of emotional connection, and he's gonna get hurt or almost be hurt, and that's what's gonna force her to really learn to train her magic. So really loving it so far. Only 75 pages in, but I was going through it much quicker than when I read the previous book, so hopefully I will be able to finish this one on time, maybe even a little early, and then I'll pick up Mermaid Moon, and that'll be all of my reading for the month. So I'm really proud of myself, and I'm gonna go back to work and talk to you guys later. Hello, happy Tuesday. I tried to film this earlier and my camera battery died, so I have been patiently waiting for it to charge up. I wanted to update you guys. I am still reading The Nature of Witches. Really enjoying it. I'm 180 pages in. I think I needed to be up to 216 last night, so I'm not that far behind. I am really enjoying it. I just kind of started reading a little bit late last night, and when 10 o'clock hit, I was like, I just have to go to bed or I'm gonna be miserable today. Really enjoying it. I love the magic system and the way that each witch is connected to a different season. I'm really enjoying the growth in our main character, Clara. She is basically afraid of her magic because when it gets too powerful, it can attack people that she has an emotional connection with. Both of her parents have died, her best friend, Nikki, and she just recently had a fight with her ex-girlfriend, Paige, who was pushing her to use her powers and telling her I know you can do this, you're holding back, it's not fair. And Clara feels the magic rising up in her and wanting to attach to Paige because they have an emotional connection that she was kind of hoping had been tamped down now that they were broken up and it had been a while. But that wasn't the case, and Paige does get a little bit of a burn mark around her neck. But that's pretty much it. So she's learning to control herself, but she's not quite there yet. I really like the relationship between her and Song. He is such a sweet and reassuring character. I don't like Mr. Burrows. He takes Clara out into the middle of nowhere and tells her you need to learn to respect your magic, and being in the school there's no real threat to you, and no real need to really rely on it. So he leaves her there with a mortal family, shaders, who don't have magic, and leads her to believe that if she doesn't get them out of there, this family is gonna die, and she almost dies too. And I just really hate him. but not in the same way that I did Ellis in the last book, where I was just so like grossed out almost by her that I didn't want to keep reading after I had a lot of scenes with her. So Mr. Burroughs isn't a main character as much as Ellis was, so I don't feel like I want to put the book down and not deal with him as a character. So it's going pretty well. I also wanted to open my new bullet journal with you guys. This is the one that I have been using for the last year. I started it in January and it made it to October. I wish I could have gone a little bit further. I think with this one I'll be able to, because I'm going to get rid of the mood and the habit tracker. I just don't use it as much. And I think I'm just going to do like little weekly ones on my individual weekly spreads, as opposed to having 2 separate pages that kind of just go to waste. And then fingers crossed I will be able to make it to December of next year and won't have to get a bullet journal in the middle, especially because I do all of the like reading journal spreads in the beginning that are meant to be for the full year. Thankfully it's only 2 months, so I'm just going to keep using that one for those spreads and then do fresh ones in this one. But I'm going to open it and show you what it looks like. So this is the journal that I got for this year. It has 192 pages also. I believe the previous ones had 160. So this is great. I'll have even more pages and should definitely make it. It's got a little like teapot, which I really love. I love drinking tea, mostly just black tea, and it is dotted, and I really love this like sage green color. I also bought some sticker packs. This one is a fall one, which I'm going to use for my November spread. And then this is just like an assortment of them, teapots. It's more of like a witchy vibe, but I still think that it will fit really well with November, so I'm going to use it for then as well. I'm taking a little bit of a break right now from work, so I'm just gonna kind of start mapping out the first few pages of what I want in this bullet journal, and when I'm all done I will show you guys. Hello, happy Thursday. I'm heading out to Barnes & Noble. I'm on lunch right now. I'm going to go get the books in the Tea Dragon Society like series. They're graphic novels. I'm adding them to my TBR for November, because if I read those 3 on top of what I finished in November, I'll hit 50 and my goal is 60. So then that means I only have to read 5 books in November and December, and I should complete my goal, which is great. I completed it last year, and before that I hadn't completed it for like 3 or 4 years. But like I've mentioned before, this like Angie's Way method that I'm using is working out for me so well. And I was doing the math, and if I do, I think 6 books every month next year, I'll hit 72, which is great. That is definitely the goal. I think I can totally do that. And I'm really excited to be reading more and more every year. It used to be that I just hoped that I could get like 30 books down a year and I would be happy with that. So I'm going to Barnes & Noble to go pick those up. It's weirdly hot today. It's supposed to reach 90, which not a fan of that. So I think I'm also gonna go to Target and pick up some like Caesar salads maybe, because what I had planned for dinner, you're not supposed to stop there. It's not a stop. Would involve turning on the oven, and I just don't want to have to do that. So I'm gonna pick up something else so that I don't have to cook and heat up the apartment. Probably gonna grab something from Starbucks, and it's not a stop. I know everybody thinks that this intersection is a stop, but it's a little bit more forward. I did finish The Nature of Witches last night. I gave it 5 stars. It was so good. The magic system is really unique from other books that I've been reading recently where witches do magic, because it's more like spell magic, and in the nature of witches, it's nature magic. They're each connected to a season, and they, you know, control the weather, help the crops grow. It's much more like Tinkerbell, Pixie Hollow magic vibes, which I really loved. It was super sweet. The like resounding sort of lesson in the book is really just to be comfortable in who you are and believe in yourself and not try to make yourself smaller for the sake of the rest of the world. It was just super sweet, and I really, really enjoyed it. I read 187 pages yesterday, and it really didn't even feel like I'd read that much. It was really great, and I think the author is coming out with another book, still witches and magic, but it's a standalone as well, so definitely going to buy that when it comes out next year. I will be starting Mermaid Moon tonight. I should have read 59 pages last night, but I didn't finish The Nature of Witches until like 9:30, and I didn't really want to stay up for another hour reading, and I just probably couldn't have processed reading, like finishing one book and starting another right away. So I'm going to pick that up later tonight, and I will update you tomorrow on how it's going. Hi, I'm back from Barnes & Noble. I have a meeting starting in like 2 minutes, but really quickly I wanted to show you guys what I got at Barnes & Noble. One second. They did not have the Tea Dragon Society books, and I really didn't want to have to order them, so I just went to the like kids middle grade section and picked up a couple of graphic novels. This one is Beetle and the Hollowbinds by Eliza Lane. I just thought it looked super cute, and it's got like this little skeleton guy at the back. And then I picked up Another Kind, which is all about a bunch of kids who have like mutations and stuff, and they're being kept as science experiments. And then I got Fake Blood. This is the last one by Whitney Gardner. The last one was by Kate May and Trevor Bream. This is set in like a middle school, I think, and the main character is a vampire, so just kind of felt like it was fitting rolling in from October to November, and I'm super excited to read them. I'm going to go now because my meeting is starting, and I will update you guys tomorrow. Hello, happy Friday. I am working from bed today. I don't have a ton of stuff to do. I have like one thing that I'm trying to drag out for the whole day because it's the end of the month. I started reading Mermaid Moon last night. This is the dust jacket. I got 67 pages in. Not really enjoying it. I'm hoping this is just like the build up to more, I guess. Our main character is Sana. She is a mermaid. She was born to a like mortal and a merman. And when she is born, a like mermaid, one of her like village elders puts a spell over everybody so that they forget who her mother is. And so it's like fast forward to her being 16 or 17, and she has made it her mission to figure out who her mom is. So she goes onto land, she grows legs, they have magic, and she has water magic. And she meets this baroness who rules like the islands where, and the baroness has magic as well and is kind of like skeptical of who this new person is. She's got like this really great setup where she lives. She doesn't want anything to possibly ruin that, so she takes Sana up into like her castle in this tower, and they test her magic, and the way I'm explaining it makes it sound interesting, but it was really, really slow. I'm listening to the audiobook on double speed and still was like, felt like it was dragging. Like, I don't know, everything seems really choppy because the chapters have different perspectives. So you get like the perspective of the queen, the perspective of some of the townspeople, of Sana, of, I don't know how to say her name, the elder that's in her like village in the water. and it just doesn't feel like cohesive. It doesn't feel like it flows. So I'm not super enjoying it. I'm gonna give it another try tonight, see how I feel. I don't want to push myself to finish it for fear of like a reading slump. So might not be continuing on with it. I've only ever DNF'd one book, which was Tiger Lily. I absolutely did not enjoy it at all. I read maybe like 50 pages and was like, nope, don't like this. And I'm kind of getting not the same vibes, but just feeling like this might be something I have to DNF. Normally I'll put a book aside and try to come back to it later because maybe it's just not the right time, but I think I just won't enjoy this. And I looked at the reviews on Goodreads. They're not good. I didn't look at what the people were saying. I was just looking that there's a lot of 2-star ratings, and I really just don't have time for that in my life right now. So I might be putting it aside and maybe picking up something to reread. I'm not sure, but that's where I am. I'm going to continue working, knitting in between, and I will update you guys tomorrow with my thoughts, if I'm going to DNF this book or not. Good morning, happy Saturday. I feel like ass today. I went to Kohl's to get like last minute stuff for a Halloween costume, and it's been so long since I've been inside of a department store, and the like smell of the perfumes and candles and scents and stuff. I had the worst allergy attack, and I'm still like feeling it. Like, I did not sleep well at all last night. I was so congested, and I got up this morning and had an awful headache. So I took something for that, and then I took my anxiety pill, ended up throwing up, and throwing up medication is the worst thing. It's got it coats your whole mouth. It tasted so bad, and I just feel so exhausted now, and like I want to sleep. So I'm on the couch. I might take a nap. I had plans to do other things today, and I just don't think that that's gonna happen. I do know later I will work on the Halloween costume. I'm just gonna be a witch, but I bought tulle to make like a skirt. So I'm gonna do that later. But right now I just don't have the energy for anything. I might read for a bit. I'm not saying I'm DNFing Mermaid Moon, but I'm definitely putting it aside. I just have no interest in reading it right now. And I really want to read The Raven Boys. I picked this up last night. I am 38 pages in. I follow this account on Twitter, BluesyBot, and they post quotes from the series, and I just love the like love between Blue and Gansey, the friendship between all of the Raven Boys, Noah's story, and like the details for Adam and his family, Ronan and his family, all of them together. It's just such a good story. And I think when I read the books the first time, I read each one of them in like a day and a half. I really wanted to read more last night, but I was just feeling so gross that I went to bed. So hopefully I can at least finish this by the end of the month and hit my like 8 book goal, so I'm not behind for next month, which is coming up really soon. So as I plan, just read and knit today and relax and kind of like recover from that awful allergy attack. So I will update you guys tomorrow. Hello, happy Sunday. It's like 11:45 at night. I am getting ready to go to sleep, but I just wanted to come on here and end this vlog. I just finished The Raven Boys. I stayed up late to finish it. 1, because I just love the book so much, and 2, because it's October 31st, it's Halloween, and I wanted to still complete like my goal of reading 8 books this month, since I put Mermaid Moon aside and picked this up. like I said, I just wanted to complete my goal. I gave it a 5 stars. I think last time I read it, it was a 4 stars, but I just absolutely love this series so much. The, like, magicalness, the whimsicalness, the relationship between all of the boys, Noah's story, the relationship between Blue and Adam. I know they don't end up together. Is still very sweet, though, and it's what brings Blue into the group. The, like, soft longing that Blue and Gansey have for each other. It's just such a great series. And I might have to slip the rest of the books into my TBR for next month. I have no idea how I'm going to do that, because I'm already planning on reading 8 books, 3 of which are graphic novels, so I might have time. I'm just not 100% sure. But I'm going to go to sleep now. I work in the morning. I'm going to regret this so much. My eyes already look so, like, puffy and red. But thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment down below, let me know how your month is going, what you did for Halloween. My boyfriend and I just went to his sister's house to, like, carve pumpkins, eat chili, and walk around the neighborhood for a bit in our costumes. And now I'm home and exhausted, and I'm gonna go to bed, so I will see you in the next one. Bye.